And, but I hadn't felt it. I didn't know I was sick. But I went home and I called my daughter, who was a registered nurse. And she told me, she said, Daddy, I know something that'll help you. And so she called Brother Beckfield and got me a round of teeth from him. And I started taking it. And when I went back to the VA hospital the next time, my PSA count had gone from 34 down to 2 point something.
Amen. Amen. Praise God.
And I said, wow, this stuff is working. So I went on, and about a month and a half later, I went back to him again, and it had gone down to 0.5.
Praise God.
So, I mean, I know it works. There was a fellow in Rolling Fork. He was in a wheelchair, couldn't go nowhere, and he had cancer. I don't know where it was in his body, but on his face, he had a place on his face about the size of $50. And it was sticking out, you know, like a rising, you know. And he had another little one, about the size of a dime. It wasn't up so high. But before a week was over, that big one had went down flat with his face, and the other one was just a scar. And I said, man.
1 week. In 1 week's time.
In less than a week's time, it had gone down like that. This fellow was really showing us good. His doctors didn't know what was happening. My doctors didn't know what was happening either. Because, you know, they'd never seen anybody do something like that before. But that just goes to tell you that God's way is the best way. Did you know that? I think they said that doctors' medicine, I think they said is third on the list of killing people. So I was thinking this week. Now, I was a building contractor, you know, licensed general contractor. And I had to know what I was doing. But then I noticed that the doctors, they said they're practicing medicine. Now, I couldn't practice building. You know, if I'm going to build somebody's house, I got to know what I'm doing. But they said doctors are practicing medicine. I can understand why now. But you know, I was walking on crutches one time, and my knees gave out on both of them. So I was walking on crutches. Now this don't have nothing to do with you now. But I'm going to tell you just two. But I was walking on crutches, could barely get around, and I went to the VA hospital, and they told me I had to have both of my knees replaced because the collagen had gone out in my knees. And so I said, well, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I was taking the Tito at the same time. And here's what happened to me. My mind, the Lord told me to start eating raw vegetables and drinking water. In fact, the one that told me to do that was what's the people name that live in Vicksburg, the doctor down there?
Nimahara. Dr. Nimahara?
Nimahara, yeah. Nimahara's wife and I, we go to prison ministry up in Portsmouth once a month. We've been doing that for a long time. So I was telling her about it. And she told me, she said, if you just start eating raw vegetables and drinking water, your collagen will go back to your knees. Well, you know, we're always kind of skeptical of doing something like that. But I'm going to tell you what happened. I said, well, I'll try anything. So I tried it. And before a week was over, do you know I was off my crutches? And I asked myself a question. I said, why in the world, how could this happen this quick? And The Lord spoke to me again. He said, when I first made man, they didn't cook nothing. They ate everything raw.
Yep.
They ate everything raw. And I said, so that's the reason why it happened. When I went back to the VA the next time, the doctor said, Mr. Young, said, you ready to get your knees replaced today? I said, Doc, I said, I've been on a diet. I said, I want you to check me out. He said, go down to X-ray. I went to X-ray and came back. When I came back, there was 3 doctors sitting at the monitor looking at my before and after. I said, Mr. Young, come here. He said, whatever it is that you're doing, just keep on doing it. It's working.
All right, amen.
And let me tell you, I hadn't been on my crutches no more since then.
How long ago was that?
You know, huh?
How long ago was that?
Oh, I met about 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, wow.
But you see how I'm getting around now?
Amen. Praise
I
God.
don't even have a cane, you know.
God is good.
But God's way is always the best way.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And there's no side effects. That's what I like about
That's
the tea.
right. That's right.
See, the tea don't cause no side effects. And Brother Beck, he can't tell you that it's going to heal you because they'll want to put him in prison if you say that. But I can say what it did for me. They can't put me in prison. Because if they put me in prison for, say, a month, that may be a lifetime for me. Because I'm just between y'all and myself. Don't tell nobody, but the 25th of March, I was 87 years old. So I'm glad that God has showed me some things
That's right. Amen.
during my old age. You know. Oh, and when I was eating that raw vegetable, the most of what I was eating was carrots and celery. I juiced it
Oh, okay.
because my teeth wasn't so good, you know. So I started cutting, you know. But do you know that now I don't even have to wear glasses? I haven't worn glasses now in about 3 or 4 years.
So wait a minute, you were wearing, before you did this, you were wearing glasses?
Yeah, that's the truth.
Wow.
But you know, I mean, I'm one that always have been giving Bible studies from the time I came into church. And I came into church when I was like 19 years old. And I love giving Bible studies. I think the Lord is keeping me for that reason. Because I believe in telling other people about what I know. And that's the reason why I'm telling you what I'm telling you now. And everybody I've ever known I've had people to take this tea. A lot of them, I don't know their names even. But whenever I hear somebody say cancer, the first thing that I think about is tea. And I tell them about the tea and give them the number, and they call Brother Beck. And he sent them some papers and things and send them a tea. And I guarantee you, if you take the tea the way it says take it, it would help just about anything because it's a blood cleanser. And if you got clean blood, can't nothing how to go in clean blood. It's got to be sort of messed up to go in clean blood. So you got a much better chance with the tea than without. And I have a lot of people now that's taking the tea as a preventive to keep from having cancer. They take it once a year. They give them a pack, take up that one pack once a year to keep from having cancer. And you know, let me tell you something, folks. What I'm saying now, I'm an elder in Earsley City church, and I'm not fooling around. I'm telling you the truth. But if you use the tea the way it says use it, I guarantee you that you're gonna do better.
Amen.
Even people, somebody had arthritis, and they started taking the tea, and the arthritis got better. Now I don't know how that happened, but it did. So they're doing better now. And people have different things that's bothering them. And the TU just will help it a whole lot. So, you know, I can't say nothing but try it.
Amen.
That's the least we can do.
Amen. Praise God.
Because I know what it's done for me.
Amen.
God bless
Amen.
be on you. This is the first time I looked at that in person.